Liquid Cheese. We're going to do a showcase for Rover Mechanic Simulator. I have it on the Switch, but it is also available for, I think, every major console, at least previous generation consoles. Unless I'm mistaken, it's out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC as well. So let's get a look at this game. Use my standard profile, and we'll see how it is. I hope there's supposed to be no sound in this part because there is none coming through. There. Sounds much better. All right, need to continue. All right, select the profile. I mean, profile name. I mean, great. I'm fine with that. You want to delete the account? What? No, what? Finger scanning. Only a few careful selected engineers are allowed to work with space rovers. Diagnostic tools and computers in the hangar require you to confirm your identity by scanning your fingerprint. Yeah, hold A on the scanner box to proceed. My rank is Starman Basic. I have 500 R resources. All right. For tutorial missions. Since you are a quite fresh engineer, you have to complete special induction missions to learn the ropes. Follow steps like this, and you will learn more about working as a rover mechanic. Some of the steps include this one. May contain multiple messages. Press. I know. To view the next message. If you don't know what to do next, just look for such markers. like the Sims the iSims icon above your sim. They show your current objective and help you keep track of your tasks. You can always press ZL to toggle the objective panel in the top right corner of the screen. Use it to check on the details of your current task. Okay, well, I can't write this second. The pointer changes depending on whether or not you are looking at an interactable object. Cross out circle means you can't interact with the object. Maybe you haven't unlocked the object yet, or maybe you don't meet the requirement to start interaction. A slightly transparent dot means there is no object to interact within your reach. A fully visible dot means you can interact with the object you are looking. The aforementioned side panel help you keep track of your current tasks, objectives, control and parts collecting log. Show, hide, side panel. Press ZL. Press ZL. Interact with the door console. I have to remember that the A button on here is the side. Collect tools, collect the cordless drill, collect the tablet. Collected the tablet. Tools case. Cordless drill. Your workplace, great. Now that you have tools, you are almost ready to start your work. Now walk around the hangar and we will explain to you what each specific device does. When you're finished, you will accept your first order. At the moment, almost all of the devices are unavailable, but we want you to know more about them. PCB table. Use the PCB table to find out which components of printed circuit boards, PCBs, are damaged so you can replace them. Remember that you don't always have to 3D print specific PCB components. If you want to avoid too much work, you can also print an entire PCB, but this is, of course, a more expensive solution. Okay. Rover configurator. With the help of this device, you can configure ECUs of the rovers you'd repair. Every time you finish the job, you have to plug the wireless configurator into the rover and use the rover ECU configurator to reset the system. So this one's going to be like one of the most used on every project. Radio. It's just a digital radio. As much as you have absolutely no use for it while repairing a rover, it's still a pretty neat device. You can easily brighten your mood. Press A to enter the radio menu. Select the station you wish to listen. Let your hair down a little bit. Tip: the previous mechanic that worked in the hangar dropped the radio and broke it. It seemed fine, but she says it's not. It's not. Maybe you can take a glimpse into it and see what the problem is. Marvel Cinematic Universe. This device is the main control unit of your hangar. Use it to operate the gantry crane and play retro video games if you have any. What? The MCU's OS is a Martian distribution of Linux. Tip: sudo doesn't work on Mars. Minigame resources. Each play of one of the installed games will allow you to obtain additional resources. The amount of resources you will be able to get while playing will depend on your final score in the game. I can play mini games for resources. 3D printer. Use a 3D printer to print new components and parts that you need for rover maintenance. The higher the complexity of the part, the more time it takes to print it. Try to complete your orders by replacing the smallest components possible, since it's a more economical approach. Remember, the printing requires resources. You can obtain more resources by completing quests and apparently playing mini games. The Crusher. With the help of the Crusher, you can recycle bad parts and recover some of the resources. The more a part is damaged, the fewer resources can be recovered from it. Okay, but like if it's worthless, it's obviously if it's useless, obviously replacing it's better. The workbench. Use the workbench to find out which component of sets are damaged so you can easily replace them. At this workbench, you can also clean the dirty parts. Remember that you can't analyze and repair parts which are dirty. Keep in mind that you don't always have to 3D print specific set components. If you want to avoid too much work, you can also print an entire set, but this is, of course, a more expensive solution. Start a new quest. All right. I started. I'm dumb. Is there one of those arrow things and I'm just not seeing it? Weather forecast. Sol 1. Temperature. Negative 23 degrees Celsius. Ooh, that's... I don't... That's outside, though, right? Inside it's 19. Pressure. 8. 1024. That's probably... That's probably, like, gravitational units. Or, like, air pressure. Radiation. 40, 0. Thank God. None in here. Oxygen percent. 0.2, 20%. That's carbon dioxide. 94.9. 0.1. Thank goodness. Where? Did I overlook something? Am I just not seeing it here? Oh, is it the tablet that I need to look at? Oh, here we go. I'm stupid. Order selector view. Welcome to the order selector view. Here you can find all orders our colony receives. The orders come from various companies, which means your reward and objectives might differ depending on the company you choose to provide your services. As usual, in the world of engineering, some orders are complex and there are ones that are even more complex. Minimum rank requirement sorts the complexity level of orders according to your experience. Thanks to that, you never start an order that you can't complete. Once you have selected a task, all the important information you need is displayed on the right side of the screen. Each order has a small note that informs you what the problem might be, but keep in mind that this is just loose insight from the ordering company. In addition, there is also information how many resources you can get for completing the order you've selected. Our engineers always do preliminary analysis of the order, so sometimes they might leave a clue of what needs to be replaced. Okay, so we have literally one option though. Client Planet Flex or Planet Fix. Order ID C242. Vehicle model Sojourner. Price low green. I don't know what that means. Rank probably mine. This is okay. Client notes. This is gonna be easy. Everything seems fine except for one wheel. You would be so nice and find out what causes the problem. Minimum part durability 50%. Rank requirement Starman basic resources 1000 R experience 300 XP. Choose what type of service you would like to. Warehouse analysis. Welcome to the warehouse. It's your inventory. Select the part you want to see more information about. Each part has a name, production price, type, etc. If by any chance you detach an unanalyzed part, you can still analyze it in the warehouse by simply selecting the part and pressing A. Okay, I thought it would do something if I held it. Each rover is transported in a special metal container to prevent damage during the transport. Your first task in every order is to place its container on the lift. They unpack automatically. What? I don't think I did that right. Try this again. Sorry, mechanic, I can't let you do that. All right, there we go. All right, it's automatically unpacked. You start the drivers, repair the rover. For repairing, when you press A on a vehicle on the lift, you enter the repairing view. During the repairs, you'll be using 3 different modes: assembly mode, analytics mode. You can switch between them by pressing the directional buttons. Note that you will not have to be in the repairing view to do that. If you want to exit repairing view, just press B. Assembly mode. In assembly mode, you can remove parts from rovers. Remove parts, go directly into the warehouse. Access it through the warehouse tab in your tablet. In the assembly mode, you can attach the parts that you have in your warehouse to rovers you repair. The lacking parts appear as slightly transparent. In the analysis mode, you can analyze parts and decide which part might need replacing. The analyzed part are a different color than non-analyzed. White, not analyzed; orange, dirty; green, perfectly fine condition; yellow, acceptable condition; red, requires immediate replacement. Part is dirty, you can analyze it. In the situation, you have to remove it and clean it first. Or in that, yeah. You can always make sure you're in the right mode by simply looking at the icon above. With this knowledge, you can easily find a damaged wheel. So what? All right. Okay. Oh. And what now you have pardon me. Now that you have a damaged part, you have to print a new one. We just unlocked the 3D printer for you. When printing is done, just attach a new wheel along the rest missing parts. Yes, don't forget to take the new wheel from the printer. All right. Does it pop out here? Put in these new ones. Nope. All right. All right, the RAC connector. The last thing you do is reset the ECU. You do to do it, you have to use the ECU configurator you have seen before. The device connects with ROVERs via a special connector that you have to plug in first. Some important things you need to know. You plug in the connector only if no parts of the rover are missing. Otherwise, you will not see it. Okay, so it has to be fully assembled. Can't disassemble the rover while the connector is in the rovers. So always do it at the very end. If you configure the drivers and disconnect the connector, then drivers will start again and you will have to start again. Okay. Plugging in the connector. In order to stick the connector into the rover, exit the repair view and press right direction for assembly mode. If everything is fine, you should be able to stick it without any problem. To disconnect the connector, press upwards. If you have for this assembly mode, or you have to be out of the repairing view. Okay, let's start the drivers. All right. On the screen, you can reset the rover system. Your task is to create a path from the battery to the output. That's a mini game. When you select a blank tile, the inventory panel on the left will display all the available pieces for that place. Then just select the block of the inventory panel and it will be placed automatically. Red and green spots are supposed to be filled with special tiles that are either add or subtract voltage. It's to safely reset the system, you have to reach the target voltage as shown on the top right corner of the screen. Okay. Actual voltage 0. Spiritualization completed. Hey, congratulations, you have just finished your first order. Now that you have to do, now all you have things to do in your tablet is select the finish order button. Then the job is done. We don't recommend finishing orders without repairing the rover, and for your own sake, this option is blocked in the tutorial menu. Alright, quest summary. Here you can see the summary of the quest you have just completed. Task boss, you can now see how many experience points you have gained for each part in the task. That is bonus experience. If you complete each step correctly, you will additionally get experience points and resources which you will have seen in order description before. In the damaged parts box, you can see parts which were damaged. You always have to repair all of them to get all rewards. Do something wrong, the box displays what you've missed. Analysis, a bearing, and a bearing cover. I will be right back. I just realized I really need a Sudafed. All right. All right, this is what we got here. All right. The wheel you replaced last time works just fine. This Jordan seems to have more problems than we previously assumed. Before you solve the wheel issue, bearing must have sustained damage, which caused it to deteriorate much quicker. Since you already have experience with this Jorner, you please take a look at it. Once again, this time it's paid extra. Sure. All right. Restarting orders. It's time for the test. During that order, you have to use everything you have just learned to repair your rover on your own. Don't worry, if something goes wrong, you can always restart your order progress. All you have to do, select the restart order button. This operation resets your game to the state from the beginning of the order. Sometimes it might occur necessary to start with a clean slate. Be careful, nonetheless. This operation can't be undone. Interesting. All right. Salvaging resources. If you've got some parts you no longer need, you can destroy them in the crusher. We have just unlocked it for you. When you are destroying parts via crusher, you will get some resources in return. The less part is damaged, the more resources you will get. It's the crusher. I can put that wheel in there. Let's see what we can do with this. Crane. Snake. All right. Right. So where are these bearings? Let's. Bearing cover. Where the heck are they, though? Bearing cover. Do I have to start removing tires? Is this the one I replaced? Looks like I have to go through the process of checking underneath all these because the wheel covers it. You know what I mean? All right. on off. Alice's mode. It's off too. Might be this one. Oh. Okay, I'm at a loss here. Check every single one of them until we know which one it is. Keep pressing B instead of A. Because the B is downward facing. All right, so I don't know. I'm mistaken. Like, was there a way to tell which one it was supposed to be? Or am I an idiot? No.
Nothing's been repaired yet. Just removed everything. That real quick. Analysis. Okay, no, seriously, which one is it? Okay, am I dumb? Quest. Objective. Questions. I didn't mean to click on this. You can improve your mechanics skill where we prepared the 3 paths for you. If you like DIY, and the most important thing for you is to remove over parts as fast as possible, you should focus on techniques tree. If you don't like getting your hands dirty, but you are good accounting money, maybe the economist tree is for you. The last tree analysis. This tree is for people who like to finish their work quickly. With these skills, you can find damaged parts faster. Earning skill points. Each talent costs 1 skill point. To get them, you must do one thing. Play. Every time when you achieve next rank, you will get 1 skill point. Some skills have more than 1 level. To get the best skills, you should focus on the tree that you try to max out and try to max out. You can, of course, mix skills from all trees. The decision is yours. If you want to buy a skill, you have to hold A on it. If you want to reset your skill points, hold Y. But remember, the cost of the resetting is not Remember, the cost of the resetting is not constant. It grows each time you reset the talents. I don't have any skills, right? All right, maybe the issue here is I gotta look under. I let's get... Checking out all the green ones first. Whoop. Specifically, the bearing needs to be... May have misunderstood this from the beginning, which may have been my issue. Okay, it was not that bearing. This one? I'll put everything back on after. Let's just say it's a thorough inspection. Analyze it. Is it this bearing? I swear to God, it was the last one I removed. Call me Philly. That was green. Oh my God, which bearing is it? Have I never looked at this one? Oh my God, I never looked at this one. It was the last one. What's worse is that the bearing doesn't even need the analysis. It is obviously damaged. Oh my God. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's 3D print a bear. See if I can 3D print that I need. I need... This. Add it. Pressure the two that are completely damaged. Those are doing that thing. We'll go back over here and I can assemble these. So all those could use. But I'm not going beyond what they wanted. Still instinctively hit the wrong one. Don't. If you like this sort of game, don't let my inability to play it deter you from playing it. That's entirely my inability. That has nothing to do with the development of this game or the developers. All on me. I hit the table. Well, now, if only I didn't have to pull all these off. Will it count even if it wasn't necessarily the new one that I put in there? I guess we'll know when we put everything back on. It's one more of parts. Yeah, repair rover. It says I did it. It says I did it. Ooh, it says I hold on. This thing. So it needs to hit target voltage. Two and wrong button. All right. X is the top button. E's in here. Oh no, I didn't. Configuration complete. All right, should be good. Order. All right, earth resources 2,750. Spent 502. Gain experience 430. Okay, so we got a new order. Okay, so it's same client. Vehicle model Spirit. Let's see what the notes say. Engine RE2. Now it's time for a bigger toy. So as you've already got to know the rocker bogey mobility system, you should be the right person to tackle this problem. This time we're giving you Spirit, which is a much more complex rover than Sojourner. However, the suspension is the same, by and large, so you shouldn't find it difficult. The rover was thoroughly examined, and it looks like its rear engine and a wheel actuator needs to be fixed, though I can't remember which one. Alrighty. Engine R25. Do this. Just do it. See where we're at after the end of this one. I hit the wrong button. I can't. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it was having problems before. That's the front. Which side's the back? Right. Two. Zero. Outside of your toy as you sort of. This is where you're attending. Rear engine and a wheel actuator. Can't remember. Kind of looks like a silver circle. Okay, these are considered a rear. Take off these wheels, see if we can find it, so at least we have an idea of what we're looking for. That's the actuator, which means the engine probably inside of that. RE25. All right, all right, all right. That one appears to be fun. All right, let's reassemble this one. Good thing is we only need to take off 2 parts. Ask the question. These both count as rear wheels then? If so, then I gotta check them both. Because they don't know which one. Fine, so let's put it on. Imagine if you've done any sort of mechanic simulator games. If you enjoyed it, this is probably a game for you. If we are still under an hour and a half time, we'll do one more. And then some power wash simulator. That's what. Oh. Well. Don't need to analyze that one now. It's painted red. All right. Part you have just removed is very complex. Printing it is not a good idea as it costs a lot to takes a lot of time. This type of rover part we call sets. You can use the workbench to take it apart entirely. Thanks to this, you can check what needs to be replaced without actually printing the whole instrument. One more thing. Remember that you cannot attach complete sets to rovers. All right. Workbench. Work with sets, we use a special workbench. It stands next to the crusher with the this workbench. You can find which parts of a set are damaged and replaced. All right. Get some workbench stuff here. Sounds good. Earlier said, first of all, you have to choose which repairing mode and part you want to repair. Part has a bar which represents its level of durability. A set is not like a typical part, and its durability is calculated differently. Durability level of the set is equal to the durability of the worst part in the set. Kind of the chain isn't strong as its weakest link. Camera works differently when you are at the workbench. You can move the camera with L. If you want to rotate the part instead, then you need to use ZR plus L. The rest is the same during the repairing view.
All right, so it's these parts. RE25. All right. RE25 brush seems to be parts that are bad. How do we parts? Seems to be good. Text. Wait, no, wait. Space. Where's all right. All right. See my inventory then? Go on. Oh, we can move it over here. Access stuff on the bottom of the rover. Huh. Giant manual rover. All right. Spit it out at me. Back to the workbench. Back to it to assemble. Okay. Any way to look at the whole part now? Besides, like in the computer. Warehouse. All right. I have to use the warehouse to do it. But it's there, so should be good. So with this back in, it's not a perfect part, but
Yeah, it says repair done. All right. Looks like I did it. Looks like I did it. Let's attach this thing. It's over here. All right, let's. All right, need to get to target voltage 4. Plus 1s and plus 2s. So have -1. All right. Yeah, we did it. What's up? Complete the order. Rank up. Congratulations. You're experienced enough to be promoted. Each time you're promoted, you gain skill points. You can spend your skill points in Upgrades tab. All right. Fair points. Okay, I have points right now. Remove solicits from the CCD hammer. Let's. All right, let's start a new quest. Got time for another quest. Vehicle model opportunity. Recently, we've received distorted images from the opportunity rover. We're afraid there are some problems with the mast's space cam. I hit B instead of A. This is the thing. What's this? Whole thing. All right. else do I need? Okay, this takes the whole part off, right? EMA off. We'll take this over here. So, all right. Okay, well, camera. Part needs to come off. And cam. And cam. And cam. Right? All right. About a minute to create. That's not actually not too bad. In the meantime, eliminate the old one. Now now everyone's favorite game of waiting. I think that's all they said was wrong with it. Or at least they suspected was wrong with it. Okay. Then we're back on. This gets screwed back on. Little dark spots. Look at my... Definitely better. Okay. Screws back in. How you do it too, the other one. Cords are hooked up and screwed in properly. Let's get parts back on. It's back on too. Okay. Just need to attach them. Do our little mini game. All right. All right. Target voltage 4. +3 and +1. So. It's 2. All right, so pretty simple. That one. Right. Okay. Alrighty. Woo! Spent resources, earned resources, gain experience. You're like an experience bar. Wait, what? No. Oh, here it is. That's your experience. 720. I need 1,000. All right. Get the next one. All right. That's good to know. I like the technician skills. All right. With that, that is the showcase look of Rover Mechanic Simulator. I'm really enjoying this. This is another one of those you simulate doing work for fun sort of games. If you like any of those old you like the Car Mechanic Simulator, Tank Mechanic Simulator, any of those sort of things. This is along the same sort of brand. As I said, we're playing the Switch version, so this might be like graphically the most toned down one, but it still looks perfectly fine and acceptable, and I will happily play this, no problem.